gentlemen, my fellow dudes out there, we just got this before the special live stream came up. So this is going to be an extra video. This is something I was not actually planning to give y'all today. But at first I was reading this and I was looking at it and I was like, okay, this is some like stuff that we didn't like. I'm not seeing a lot of people ask for. I browse Twitter. I don't see it on our Gacha Gaming. Maybe I need to pay attention more to that. But some of the stuff I was like, okay, whatever. But there's some stuff here I'm really, really confused about. And maybe it's just me recently being really critical of Genshin Impact. But I really want to cover it because this is something that really needs to be addressed. So today, that's what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to keep it short, sweet, to the point. Check out Gamer Subs if you want to have some good gluten-free, keto-friendly energy, good for the soul. Today's flavor is tangerine lime, aka Bigfoot juice, aka Arctic Cooler. Delicious and nutritious. Okay. So let's go and talk about this. By the way, we are live currently on stream for this as well. So this just came out. Anyways, let's talk about this. Dear travelers, the latest development discussion has arrived. Today we'll be introducing the optimizations that will be released in version 4.8. So this is all coming out next update. And we're literally just about to do the live stream here in about like 3 to 4 hours as I'm recording this, right? We've added some new features and updated existing systems, so check them out. In addition, knowing the official launch of the new game mode, in Imaginarium Theater, we are continuing to monitor travelers' feedbacks. And so this is the first thing that they started talking about because a lot of people are very upset about Imaginarium Theater, including me. I was very, very hopeful for this. I really did hope for this. If you check my reaction for 4.7 live stream, I was very happy with this and it looked really, really good. Unfortunately, there was a lot of stuff that looked good that wasn't exactly the best. Like getting actual characters to play on your team or getting the characters that you need has become tiresome. And to be honest, what it sounded like versus what it actually is two different things. This is literally just you take Simulated Universe from HSR and you take the Spiral Abyss and you make a baby with it. Like you just impregnate Spiral Abyss and you just make a baby, and that's what this is. And it's not fun. I'm gonna be honest. I tried it. I tried to have fun. I didn't have fun. It's just what it is. I'm still gonna play Genshin, but that's just how I feel about Imaginarium Theater. Free primos though. Anyways, so however, there are indeed various shortcomings in the current gameplay. No shite. Particularly in the lack of sufficient positive feedback for different party lineups during battles. Therefore, in the upcoming adjustments, we will continue to focus on elemental reactions and consider designing more strategical, powerful, and user-friendly mechanisms for everyone to consider. Honestly, I think that you shouldn't have to buy a character, but if it comes up, you only get it once. I think that would be a good kind of contingency for that, or lower the price of it because it's just like Jesus. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of the same price, but it just, to me, it just feels annoying. Maybe I should have. I don't know if the actual currency inside there actually affects anything, but I was saving my currency and I'm just like, I don't know when I can spend this. I don't know when the right time is to spend this. I don't know if I need this for afterwards. So maybe I need to do more research in that and maybe I'll have different opinions on it. But from what it seemed like, that currency you needed to keep for something, and I don't remember for what. So furthermore, regarding the issue raised by many travelers of the randomness of character acquisition, a mechanic to push specific character has already been implemented, which I have not played since the day, I think it was the day of launch. And yeah, if that's true, then that's great, because I do want, like, I had Arlecchino right at the start and I needed a Hu Tao for later because I knew I was going to need her. So, however, as the effect of the mechanic remains to be a subtle level, the actual results are not ideal. In future iterations, we will continue to optimize we will also optimize the method of obtaining characters, such as providing multiple options for players to choose from certain instances of character acquisition. Optimizations for Imaginarium Theater are currently under development and will continue. So there's that. Now, first things first, let's talk about this. Encounter points will be accumulated. So what does that mean? Well, if you're like me and you do commissions, this doesn't entirely like do anything crazy for you, right? But, or at least that's what I'm getting at. But basically what you're doing is that you're getting long-term encounter points to where there are times when you don't have to do dailies. So every 30 original resin that you spend daily, you will get some long-term encounter points. So we have now a grand total of 200 resin. I think from what I'm seeing is you could get 200 resin every 24 hours in the first place. That's pretty, well, that's not pretty good. It's what you're gonna get, right? So 200 resin, divide that by 3, right? So 18, so you're gonna get like 6 things worth of encounter points from what it seems like. And yeah, that's not bad, but like, you know, you're not gonna get an even number of encounter points at this point. So that's how I see it. Sorry, had something caught in my throat. Every time I talk, it seems like I get something caught in my throat. But yeah, so if you don't, I think it's, if you don't want to do dailies, you don't have to do dailies one day, and you could just use this. It's a very, as Waifu Dealer is saying in the chat, it is a very, very strange addition. I didn't hear really anybody complaining about this because dailies are so easy in the first place. It doesn't really matter. So long-term encounter points will only be reset at the beginning of each X.0 update, so you have to use them. So if there's a day you don't want to do commissions, use them, because they're going to reset anyway, and it's going to make your life easier. It's going to make your daily grinding that much faster. This is the one I'm actually excited about. Bosses will respawn much faster. Every boss except for Lupus Boreas will spawn every 10 seconds, or after 10 seconds of being defeated. I think that's a good freaking update, because for me, as somebody who does, you know, the weekly stuff all the time, right, for my Genshin grinding, right, I'm doing this. And the thing that always ticks me off is that I do my 3 rotation, and then I'm like, I don't want to do any other bosses, so I'll go and do something else, or I'll go do something else. And I think that was okay, but this will make it so you get your bosses done faster, and I think that's needed. Spiral Abyss party setup has been optimized. I think this is only going to be for mouse and keyboard players. So for me, who is a controller player, yes, I'm a freaking wimp. I don't care. I like controller. Sue me. Or just suck my ass. I don't care. But yeah, so after the 4.8 update, you'll be able to drag character avatars when setting up parties for your Spiral Abyss, making it easier for you to formulate different parties, and you'll also be able to filter for the proper characters that you're wanting to look for. So it makes it a little bit easier. Not something that I'm like, kind of whatever, but you know, it is what it is. Now, what's really funny about this next one, when we pulled it up on stream, this was in German. Like this whole page right here, and chat can attest to this if they were there. Certain people were there. Like this page right here and the following page about the UI features, this was all in German. I had to pull up my phone to translate and see what exactly was going on with this. But basically, what is going on with this, I'm not going to read through it, but you can look through your chat logs and hide them through cutscenes instead of like having the chat there and all that stuff. You could just hide it through the cutscene. And then you could also hide your UI completely, so you just have this. And I think that's cool. Like, I think that's a really cool feature. If you really want to have like a cinematic view of it, I'm not going to use it, so I don't really care. To be honest, a lot of the stuff is either not going to pertain to me or I'm not going to give a shit about, to be quite honest. But we're going to talk about it because some of the stuff is just, in my opinion, really dumb. And this isn't the optimization that we're looking for. So, but yeah, so gives you some really, really cool stuff. Just the fact that it was in German at first made me laugh. Newcomers to Teyvat. This is one of the first things that I found extremely dumb. So beginning a Genshin is already really, really easy, right? Especially since you have like the thing License to Glide being one of the first quests that you accept, which is one of Amber's quests, right? In the current version, some new travelers have been having difficulties with the challenge gameplay of certain quests, and as a result, have had trouble progressing with their adventure. For this reason, the anti-Raiden Shogun training and license guide gameplay have been adjusted. So dumb. So let's talk about it. Anti-Raiden Shogun training. To prevent the possibility that travelers will repeatedly attempt this challenge so as to complete it, our dev team has adjusted the prompts to make it clear that the challenge can be completed on any difficulty. So basically what they're saying is, to everybody who was complaining, you just didn't know how to read. So just read, Like, you're not Dragon Ball fans, right? Like, just read. Meanwhile, we have also decreased the challenge difficulty in easy mode. It was already easy, and now you have to make it very easy. What is this? Like, is this like, you know, super baby mode of like Devil May Cry, where it's like they won't touch you, and you just get to punch them? Like, honestly, everything in Genshin Impact is just a bullet sponge. Like, well, not bullet sponge, but you get what I mean. It's a punching bag. It's so easy to play this game. It makes no sense to me why we have to decrease the difficulty from easy mode to very easy mode. It just doesn't make any sense, right? And then, of course, License to Glide, which is literally just gliding around. And then I think there's like one thing of combat that you have to do, but that's it, right? It's already easy. In the new version, we have decreased the difficulty of License to Glide in Amber's story quest to help travelers complete the challenge more easily. Oh my god. This game already is just so easy. It really is. And so it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh to see that people are having they're challenged on this stuff. It's crazy. Like, they're being challenged so hard on License to Glide and anti-Raiden Shogun training that they have to lower the difficulty. I'm sorry, I have no sympathy for it. It's already super freaking easy. It's a mobile game. It's so easy to understand what you're doing. Like, what they need to focus on, right? There's a achievement called Cliffhanger that some people have been having trouble finding. And to be honest, Cliffhanger is a video that, or Cliffhanger, I did a video about, and I talked about how to get the achievement. You have to literally have the achievement in your thing, right? And then before you accept the actual like commission, you have to log out of the area, and then you have to log in on your mobile phone. And then you have to go into the area and hope that Mateo is actually there. You have to have the game on 2 different systems. Sorry. 2 different systems to make sure that you can actually get this done, right? And that's something that I think that needs to be fixed. That's something that should be fixed. I don't know if it has been, but I keep getting comments about the fact that this isn't fixed and that my video helped them. So apparently it's not. Right? So why is it that we're focusing on making these quests easier instead of making bugs fixed that have been there since the start of the game? I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it. What is this? Lint? Get out of here. Anyways, speaking of easy baby mode, right? Here's a change to the world level adjustments. Aside from story level challenges, the dev team has also discovered that some new travelers may have been having difficulty dealing with enemies in the open world after increasing the world level, even to the extent that the whole party would be defeated. To this end, the world level adjustment feature will now become available when you reach world level 3. So when you finally put your diaper on, you know, or sorry, when you finally remove your diaper and put on some pants, you know, you're still going to be able to have a diaper. You know, just put you could literally just have the diaper on, put your pants on, and you could just run and shit. That's really what this is. And maybe it's just me being like overly negative about this, but this was already easy. So bear with me. Travelers will also now see a lower difficulty button on the screen when their whole party is defeated to help them find a suitable combat difficulty. Fair. I think that's fair. I think that's somewhat fair. The world level 3 thing is just, if you're at world level 3, you still are just doing basic combat. I don't even think you could like go up to world level 2. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I scratch everything I just said. When it says world level 3, right? It's saying actual world level 3. Okay, my apologies. I'm stupid. I literally thought it was like rank 3. So never mind. Never mind about the diaper and the pants. I just literally had an epiphany right there, right? Stupid me. But yeah, so I don't think it's too bad, but it's still like, it's already easy as it is. So it is what it is, right? Now, here's the thing that I'm going to go in depth the most about. And I'm already at 14 minutes. I'm trying not to talk too much, but let's talk about this. Difficulty of certain domains in Mondstadt and Liyue have been adjusted. So first things first, we're going to talk about this. After long-term observations, the dev team has discovered that newer travelers have been finding the unique mechanisms and types of enemies in some domains in Mondstadt and Liyue quite challenging, resulting in lower completion rates among these. To address this issue, we have adjusted the leyline disorders in some domains. What does that mean? Well, it means they're making the actual effects that you have do more like for you. So here are the ones that are affected by this. We have Cecilia Garden, right? Which, by the way, this one is literally like Water Abyss Mage, right? That's the challenging one. We got Hidden Palace of Lianshin Formula. This one is just for weapon materials, right? And they made it a lot easier to deal with the Electro Bullies from what it's looking like. We don't know the actual setups just yet, but we do know that it's happening. We got Domain of Guyun as well, which is the Archaic Petra and Retracing Bolide domain, which is funny AF to me because I really did not expect this one to get fixed. Hidden Palace of Zhou Formula, which this one is the funniest one because Crimson Witch of Flames has been one of those ones where everybody doesn't like it because literally it's just annoying to get through, but it's not hard. It's just you're dealing with Pyro the entire time. So what do? Bring Hydro. Bring a Hydro character. Like, I just don't get it, right? And then Forsaken Rift is the last one, which is a books one, which is all the cryo ones. So it's basically calling out all the singular typing ones from what it looks like. But yeah. Oh, that's my domain list. Don't look at that, right? I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to exit out of those. All right, so not only that, but the enemy types have been adjusted for some of these domains. Which ones, you might ask? Hidden Palace of Zhou! Which means that not only is it going to be easier and give you a better ability to go into, it's going to also take away some of the enemies. Like, you get 2-2-2. I wonder if they're just going to go to 2-2-1 or something, which, you know, is whatever to me. I don't care. It's just funny because, like, you know, I spent so much time in this getting my freaking Hu Tao ready to go. And yeah, it's just going to become easy baby mode now. Not only that, but Forsaken Rift as well, which we were just talking about. You know, it is what it is. Oh wait, sorry, my bad. We did talk about Forsaken Rift, and we did talk about the Zhou. So Cecilia Garden is also getting it as well, right? So that's whatever. It is what it is. So we already know about those. Another one, Peak of Vendagnar, or Vendagnar. So what does that mean? This one is one of, like, this is the Blizzard Strayer Heart of Depth one. This is over in Dragonspine. This one's already easy. Because Pyro character, whatever. Pyro character go burr, right? And most new players probably came in with Arlecchino because that was a very high selling banner. So they probably have a Pyro character ready to go. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. But they adjusted this to where there's not going to be as many enemies in the challenge area. So does that mean they're going to take away a Cryo Abyss Mage or anything like that? Or are they just going to focus on the earlier ones? I don't know. We also got Clear Pond and Mountain Cavern, which is the hardest one in my opinion out of all these. And I'm really glad that it is getting a super easy baby mode. Because if the challenge target for stage 3 is going to be adjusted, which I probably don't think it is, I think it's going to be the stages 1 and 2. If it adjusts stage 3, I will be so happy. Because I hate Abyss Mages. Like, that's what it is for me. And then Domain of Guyun is also getting an adjustment of characters as well. And then, of course, Taishan Mansion, which is another one that we didn't get a chance to talk about before. Wave 1 has 2 of the Meta Turtles and then 2 Fatui agents, right? Now, they do show what exactly happens. And this is for... this is showing the Ruins of Thirsting Capital 3 from Cecilia Garden. So let's take a look at Cecilia Garden, right? So that's the number 3, right? So it's this one. Instead of 14 Hydro Slimes, 4 large Hydro Slimes, 3 Hydro Samaturals, and 1 Abyss Mage, right? We're going to be going down to what looks to be no Abyss Mage. which I don't know if they're going to keep the same amount of Hydro Slimes and all that stuff. If they do, it makes sense because they're super easy to defeat. However, if they even go even lower, it's super easy baby mode. But again, I don't know if this goes into the stage 4 ones as well. We'll have to find out when the update comes through. So, and then also to save storage space on your device, travelers playing on mobile devices can use the past quest resource management feature from the in-game settings screen to delete resources from completed quests. So that makes it a lot easier on that. Overall, to me, all of this, except for the bosses, is a big old nothing burger, right? Everything else, unless it affects like the stage 4s of all the domains, is whatever to me. I'm not going to play stages 1 through 3 of any of the domains. I played this game for far too long, but I also think that a lot of the stuff was highly unnecessary, or not highly unnecessary, but I think it was one of those things where they just really want to cater to new players because they see that their old player base is getting fed up with a lot of shit. You could say that I'm wrong. I don't care. This is just something that I am seeing. I'm seeing a lot of players start getting upset about Genshin Impact. Am I going to stop playing? Not right now. I'm really excited for Netland. I want to see what they do, but I'm also very critical about what I'm seeing. And a lot of people are getting out of Genshin Impact because there is Wuthering Waves now. There is HSR now. There is ZZZ now, which a lot of people are kind of on the fence about. I'm whatever, but I digress. And there's also Goddess of Victory Nikke, which is awesome. I think people should play Goddess of Victory Nikke. But there are 4 other main games for the gacha space that are taking away people from Genshin Impact. So Genshin is now trying to find new players at this point, and which is fine. Like, find the casual player, find the easy people, do what you got to do. But I still think that some of these were not needed. License to Glide was super easy as it was. There was no need for it. So I don't know. What is your take on this? Let me know in the comments down below. Would love to hear y'all's opinions about this. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to entertain you. We will be back again with another video very soon. This is going to be released just before the actual live update goes through. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Love you guys, and we will see you soon. Bye!